Hello, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. This is your tarot and oracle reading for your mid-June messages, your bonus messages. So hit that subscribe button if you've not already. And I just want to give a big shout out to anybody subscribed to my first channel, Lar Downs. We just hit 10,000 subscribers today. I'm so excited about it. So let's make that happen here, shall we? Subscribe if you've not already. Anyways, Cancer. First card out for you. This is from the Wild Unknown Alchemy Oracle, and this is one of the first times I'm using this deck, so we're going to read this from the book. You have winter coming through mid-June, winter, which is very fascinating because no matter where you're at in the world, it's not winter, right? On the northern hemisphere, it's the end of spring, and the southern hemisphere, it is the end of autumn, so you're heading into winter. But the symbolism of winter itself is what's important here. So let's dive into it. And also the number 16 may be important. And since this is a mid-month reading, pay attention to whatever happens to you on June 16th in particular, or the energies, the insights that you may get that day, because it may be quite significant. So anyways, winter, here's the message. We're going to read it from the book because this is a new deck. In alchemy, winter comes first. It is the beginning, the origin. As winter casts its blanket of stillness across the land, we naturally turn inward. The mind and heart settle into the earth's darkest season. From this place of quiet, a single flame reconnects us to the mystery of our existence and the miracle of the breath. Regardless of when this card appears, it indicates we are suspended in Mother Earth's pause. This is not the time for doing, going, or getting, Cancer. Wow. The alchemist knows winter opens the portal to the divine. So, Cancer, I want to pause and say, you may find yourself in a highly transformative, liminal space right now. Okay, so you're kind of in suspension, but it's not that nothing's moving. There's a lot of energy moving at this time, and it's all beneath the surface. And it's a hard thing to describe, Cancer, but this month of June is going to be extremely pivotal and transformative for you. And I just know that something's happening here. Okay, so let's see. It's not the time for doing, going, or getting. Winter opens the portal to the divine. Magic is afoot. Under the surface, in the glimmering snow and sparkling ice, we see winter's water in crystalline form, each droplet a prism into the mystic realm. Wow. Don't get caught up in the gloom or isolation of this season either. Rather, spin toward the sacred light. Spring will come in time. Yes, Cancer. So mid-June, there's a lot of inner growth, transformation, things happening beneath the surface, okay? There's a ton of activity, even if things seem still, if things seem in suspension or dormant, there are mountains being moved beneath the surface. It is said winter is the pause between exhale and inhale, the time when all has released, yet new breath has not been drawn. Notice the qualities of this sacred pause. Okay, we're going to pull some tarot for you to get some further clarity into that message, Cancer, but I just know you're going through a lot as you're about to enter into your season. Okay, and actually that makes a lot of sense now that I'm thinking about it, because this mid-June, we're like right before Cancer season, and I feel like this is like the final winter energy before that spring energy. It's all metaphorical, right? So once Cancer season begins, I feel like you're going to move out of this winter energy. So this isn't going to be forever, guys. But you may be in a temporary place of great magic, perhaps a little bit of uncertainty. But things are about to bloom and blossom in your life. And this is a very important time for you, okay? Even if it's been uncomfortable, which I'm sure it has been. Things may have been icy in relationships, future direction. Like, where are things headed? What's going on? But I'm telling you, there's been so much processing going on beneath the surface, movement going on beneath the surface. And feel free to comment down below if you know what I'm talking about, because it'll look different for all of you. But first card out is the 5 of Swords in reverse. Wow. It's hard to walk away from people and situations that you have a long history with, but who may not be offering you the best path forward. It can be hard to walk away. Right next to that, we have the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Boundaries and Direction. I feel like, okay, I'm getting a very specific energy dynamic here. We're about to get real specific. There could have been a situation where somebody was convinced that you weren't going to walk away, you weren't going to leave, you weren't going to have boundaries, right? And so they may have really taken their time with you and perhaps even used you to some degree, or have been very selfish with how they showed up in your relationship, in your connection, or with work, if this is in the workplace, right? They were convinced you weren't going anywhere. Like, it didn't even cross their mind that you would step into this Queen of Swords energy. However, you've stepped into this Queen of Swords energy. You are the Ice Queen or King, okay? And you reacted. You reacted or are reacting, Cancer. And you're saying, okay, that's fine. You can show up however you want to show up. I can't control you. However, I'm going to turn my back to you. And we literally see this here. Like, the Queen of Swords has her back turned to this situation where somebody thought, oh, they're not going to walk away. And perhaps, you know, when they were sitting here being selfish and using you, you still showed up as warm, affectionate, kind, hardworking, just you, right? Who you are, Cancer. But while that was happening, while nothing was happening, you were left in suspension, either emotionally or literally. You were doing some work beneath the surface. And that work beneath the surface was learning how to detach from other people's crappy behavior and instead focus on how you can react. And a part of you reacting is having strong boundaries around your heart, right? Like, okay, if you're gonna move in that way, then this is my response to that. Very mature. You've had so much maturity, Cancer, that I want to commend. And so yeah, in a sense, there may be somebody who used you or took you for granted, and as a response, you turned your back on them, or you set boundaries, or you're like focusing elsewhere now. You're like, okay, that's fine. Like, I was looking at you, I was pouring energy into this, I was like really giving this my all. You took it for granted. Okay, I'm gonna take my all back, I'm gonna put it over here instead, right? And now that person is like, whoa, like they're feeling the withdrawal of your energy, of your devotion, of your love, of your warmth, okay? And the coldness of the boundaries that you may have had to put into place, they're feeling it. Page of Pentacles. Look, I love that. Oh my gosh, I love it because look how she's gesturing towards the Page of Pentacles. This is the first row, right? She turned her back on the drama and she's gesturing towards a new start. So this could be a focus that you have here. Well, I'm going to focus on making new friends or lovers who want something long-term and committed with me, not the drama of whatever you're offering. Or I'm going to focus on making that shmoney, okay? I'm going to focus on my business, my career, my hot bod. I'm not focusing on your drama anymore. And like I said, whoever did you dirty like this, they're really feeling the effects of you positively redirecting your energy to what is and what can be, as opposed to waiting around for this person's games. You know, it's like you were focused on this person and their games for long enough. You've turned your back, gone ice cold, Queen of Winter on them, and you're focused on that shmoney. You're focused on your health. You're focused on self-improvement. You're focused on potential relationships and friendships that can be actually fulfilling for you, not drama-filled, right? Second row of cards, oh gosh. We have the Two of Wands in reverse, right underneath that Five of Swords in reverse. Letting go, mourning, and walking away from something that you really wanted to develop into something more is always very difficult, right? And so that may be taking place mid-June, okay? But here's the funny thing. As you listen to this, Cancer, I feel like you are thinking that this is going to be your burden to carry. Like, you are going to be mourning the loss of like, oh, I really wanted something here. Like, man, No. It is someone else's turn to feel the weight of your absence. You've already mourned this. There's no more mourning for you. You know, you let go of this person, place, or thing acting right and showing up right. You've already let go of that. And now you're focusing on that shmoney, as we said. This person is now, it's their turn to mourn. They're going to be like, oh my gosh, I had the world and I let it go. Am I dumb? They probably are. And right next to that, King of Cups in reverse. Yeah, see, and this is right underneath that Queen of Swords upright. So I'm seeing you as this Queen of Swords here. Doesn't matter what your gender is, okay? I always tend to, well, not always, never mind. Anyways, King of Cups in reverse. It's funny because you're Cancer, so you normally be represented by the King or Queen of Cups, but in this particular reading, I feel like this is someone else here. This is their energy. This could be a masculine person. Doesn't have to be. And this is somebody who normally would be very loving, affectionate, emotional. They come across as like romantic and all that, like poetry, love, whatever. Or just like creative, visionary, whatever. Whew! They're going through it. They're going through it right now. They don't know what to do with all their emotions. You know, they're now the ones mourning this. This could have been a breakup. This could have been a separation, or you walking away from a job, a friendship, a boss, because they didn't know how to act right. And you gave it a lot of grace, a lot of patience. You gave it so much unconditional love and understanding. But you know what? They chose stupid actions, and now they are an emotional mess about it. Final card out is the Eight of Wands in reverse. So I'm going to be honest with you, Cancer. There is an element here of you wanting to be in your positive vibration, move forward, get things done. But, you know, a big part of you, like this still is like a big part of your energy. You know, it could be very fresh. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? And I feel like that's why you're in this winter energy of like allowing this to move through you beneath the surface. Before really, truly, you're going to have to do a lot of energy clearings. Clearing this out is what I'm seeing. Before really, truly, moving on to the next chapter, next journey in life. So anyways, I hope this resonated with you. Congratulations on being a boss, babe. And keep having healthy boundaries. Keep focusing on what's good for you and what's here for you and what can grow into something beautiful and available and already is available for you in the present moment. Not something that could be or would be. All right. You're doing great. And I love you. And once Cancer season comes around, which is very soon, the energies are going to shift again. Okay? So be subscribed if you're not already, because the energies are constantly shifting. And I am here to give you weekly updates on that energy, as well as monthly readings, quarterly readings, which we have another quarter reading coming up for the third quarter, and love readings and all that jazz. So subscribe for that. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me. Definitely watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get the fullest overview of this week ahead. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe if you've not already. I am in the search of 1 or 2 more shamanic life transformation coaching clients. Okay. So if you're interested in completely transforming your life for the greatest good in the next 12 weeks, go ahead and get that. It's my premium offering. You'll get an hour-long personal reading with me, one-on-one, every single week. And it's sent to you through a link, so no need to schedule an appointment. It's really great for busy people or shy people, honestly. If you don't want to have an awkward like Zoom call or something, it's perfect for you because it's all through email, and you'll have access to emailing me every single day if you want, just talking about life and what's going on, and me helping to guide you and give you advice and do these readings, as well as providing 10 digital shamanic tools for you to also help improve your life and change your life in the next 3 weeks, or 3 months, 12 weeks. So if you're interested, I am open to that and calling out for my soulmate client. Okay. So, if you feel called to it, get it. I love connecting with you guys so much. And yeah, so there you go. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.